Hey, y'all doing? This Rob Bone, aka Preacher Man, on being the Snow episode of Retro TV 91. This time I'm going to be in Terminator, doing another movie review, and this time I'm going to be in Terminator 3. And what happens on this movie is we go back up about 10 years from the last movie, and John Connor is on the run, and he's kind of living homeless. He's staying off the grid, that way don't nobody track him, and he's thinking Judgment Day is done, it ain't going to happen, but he's still having these nightmares of it. And then we see the two Terminators come. We see the evil Terminator TX, she comes, and then the T-101, Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator, shows up too. And they both go looking for John Connor's generals in the war because they can't find John Connor because he's off the grid. So the TX goes after his generals, and the Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator tries to stop her. And she goes and kills about 3 of his lieutenants, and then she goes after Catherine Brewster. And who Catherine Brewster is John Connor's wife in the future. And she goes after Catherine while she's in the pet clinic that she works at, and John's there too because he's had a motorcycle wreck and he's trying to self-medicate to get better. And she catches him and puts him in a dog kennel, and then both the Terminators show up and TX tries to kill Catherine Brewster and John Connor. And then Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator comes in and delays her and gets them out of there real quick, and they're on the run, and she's running in behind them, and she takes control of a cop car and an ambulance car and I think a fire truck too, and she goes after John Connor and Catherine, and the Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator's right behind her trying to stop her. And she's driving this crane truck, and they go through Los Angeles and they completely destroy it, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator is able to stop her, and they get out of there. And then the T-101 Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator takes them to where Sarah Connor's supposed to be buried in. Where she's supposed to be buried at has a coffin full of weapons, and they take the weapons and they get out of there, and the cops start surrounding the place to get Catherine out of there. And then Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator puts John Connor in the coffin, and they put him in a hearse, and that way he wouldn't get shot by the bullets of the police officers. And the doctor who looked after Sarah Connor in the second movie and met her in the first movie is there talking to Catherine, and then he sees the Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator, and he loses his crap. He runs off, and that's all we see of him. And then Arnold gets Catherine and John Connor, and they go away in the hearse, and the TX finds them again and tries to stop them, and they're able to get away from her once again. Well, after this, the TX is going after Catherine's father because he's the one that creates is over Skynet, and he's working on Skynet right now, and she goes to try to kill him. That way Skynet can be activated or whatever and won't be able to be stopped. And what happens is this virus has been going through all the electrical systems and the internet and all this stuff, and the Pentagon calls up Catherine's father and tells him to start Skynet, and her father says, you won't be in control of your military, Skynet will be. And he said, once you be over Skynet, then make it happen. And he turns on Skynet and it completely takes over. The machines start waking up, and they're going after John Connor and Catherine and her father in this warehouse, and her father winds up dying. He's killed by the TX. And John Connor and Catherine get on an airplane and drive off to this bunker because her father tells her to go there, and then the Terminator tells them that's where Skynet is, tricking them. And they go to this bunker, and they find out it's just a safe haven, and John Connor and Catherine are in the safe haven, and then a broadcast comes out asking if anybody's there and if they can help. And John Connor answers the broadcast saying, "This is John Connor," and they ask who's in charge, and John Connor says, "I am." And then the nuclear bombs start going off, and Judgment Day happens. And while they're in the bunker, before they got in there, the TX and the Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator had their final fight, and the Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator takes out his battery pack or whatever because it's nuclear. He puts it in the TX's mouth and blows up both of them and terminates the TX. That's all that really happened on this movie. If y'all have ever watched Terminator 3, what did y'all like about it? As always, pushing on RV Soundbite. That's UG's awesome. This is another episode of Retro TV 91. See y'all next time.